That's the view from the bedroom window this morning. It's quite misty. Oh, I think it's about 8:30. There's this beautiful mist everywhere. So the air is quite fresh. And the blossoms coming out on that bird cherry. Yes, I'm just down here in the fairy wood. The morning is actually quite cold because of the mist. But I think there's going to be a lovely day because sometimes when there's a mist like this in the morning, it's almost like a fog. As it starts to be burned off by the sun, you realise that the sky is very clear and a beautiful day just suddenly comes into being. Beautiful violets down here in the fairy wood. And that's Danu sitting by the spring well. You can just see, if you watch the water really closely, you can see where the spring is bubbling up. Just in here. Every so often there's a little bubble of water. See the movement? And there it flows. And these little hawthorn trees have just come up on their own. They've come up completely of their own volition around the spring well. Very beautiful that nature creates. We do a little bit of an imitation, I think, but she is the one who creates. Little path that takes me right up that bank there, just where the rebirthed rowan tree is coming out from. And this little path takes me up along the bank and to the polytunnel. Some very interesting little plants coming up. Now look, this is another one. Not too sure what that is. That would be interesting to see. There's a little bud coming out in the middle of that. It might be ramsons, not too sure. And again, nature creates. So here, she's decided that there's going to be wild honeysuckle. This is called woodbine. And holly. She really is amazing. And into the shelter of the polytunnel. And look at this dramatic display of flowers on the clematis. That's something quite otherworldly in the evening, because all this white shows up almost like a figure through the polytunnel when I'm over there near the arch. Very otherworldly, very beautiful. There's Aqualicia just about to flower behind the hair. And just over here, Lunaria. Honesty. Beautiful little flower. Self-seeds. If you allow it, it will self-seed. Well, I think that concludes my early morning walk. So much work to catch up on. Oh, so much more to show you. Look, flowers on the black currant. In about 6 weeks from now, these bushes will be laden with black currants. All planted around the apple trees. And there's apple blossom, almost ready. Usually opens up in May. I think we're about 10 days, 9 or 10 days away from it. More blossom ready to break. And this is a little ornamental apple tree. blossom on that. And again, not ready to open just yet. I think because of all the trees and the shrubs and the paths, you could walk for possibly hours around this very small acreage and get the impression that it's so much bigger. Look at those primroses out in the bank. Let's have a closer look. Oh wow. Are they beautiful? No, do you see all that white stuff on my roof? That must have been dropped by some very young and silly crows who have nested in that chimney. That chimney's not used. Oh gosh, you have to laugh. You have to laugh at the young'uns. You know, I could just go on filming for hours. If I could possibly have a good enough internet connection to upload all this, I would. But I just got to let you have a peek at this. This is my Cotton Come Again box. I mean, where do I start? I still haven't reached the end of it. I think there's definitely going to be a salad on the menu today. So have a lovely day, everybody. I think there's a promise of a beautiful day here once all that mist lifts and is dispelled. In the meantime, I've got to crack on with work. I've got, as my mother used to say, 1,001 things to do. Mind you, she was a woman with 9 children. So that was guaranteed that she had 1,001 things to do. It was never ending. Have a lovely day and blessings to you all.